Hello, my name is Heather Michaels, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to rent an apartment. So one of the first things you do when you become an adult, because we're all going to be pretty soon thrown into the real world, you have many options and such, but one of the main things that people do is, I'm going to rent an apartment. I'm finally moving out. It's a big deal, but there's many things that can go wrong, and there's many ways that you can unintentionally harm yourself. So the first thing that you're going to do when you rent an apartment is read over the lease. And the lease is a legal binding contract between the owner and you and the tenant. And it goes over a few things like monthly rent, are there utilities, like washer and dryer included, the general utility cost for the refrigerator, the lighting, all of that, and can you have pets? Now the second thing that you're going to do when you rent an apartment is give a security deposit to the owner. And this can cover damages or any unpaid rent, and it really shows that you're serious about renting the place. Now the third thing that you're going to do once you get an apartment is keep up with the monthly payments and utilities. Now the monthly payment can range from drastically different numbers depending on where you are, the amenities, and how many rooms you have. And keep in mind, I know a lot of people will want to get roommates, but if you do not have your let me back up here. Let's say you say, all right, Bob, you're paying $250 of the rent, okay? And I'll pay the rest. If you just say that and you don't put it in writing and they don't pay it, it would be your fault and it would go onto your credit score because the full rent wasn't paid. So make sure to get the roommate's agreement and the amount that he needs to pay or he or she in the formal writing, or this could happen. Someone could humiliate you or you could get evicted, so make sure to get it in writing. And utilities usually cost $75 to $100 depending on, again, how many people are living with you and what type of amenities you have. Now this isn't part of my topic, but is one of the things you need to consider when renting an apartment is the renter's insurance, because a lot of people just say, well, won't the property insurance cover me? Well, it does for some things, but it doesn't in case of a fire or theft, so that's something you need to think about. Now there are other things as well, minor policies, one of them being pet rent. A lot of people know about the fee you have to pay, one-time fee for having a pet, but there are some places that charge pet rent, which means you pay anywhere from $50 to $100 a month for having a pet. So your pet is also paying rent as well. Another thing you probably should look at would be parking. Where are the places you need to park or allowed to park? Do you have to park on the street? And so those are a couple of things you also need to think about. So whether you're renting an apartment right out of high school or right out of college, you now know that there are many, many options you must consider when renting an apartment and how quickly your credit score could be affected or you could go down in the dumps. So my advice to you is really research, really look at your time, get a realtor, don't just go there blindly thinking, I can do this. No, get your resources straight and really do your research. Thank you.